Hello, everyone, and welcome to a special edition of Frightmare HQ. My name is Lloyd Cryer, and I'm here with...
Hey, it's Charles. What's up?
What's up, Charles? We're all geared up this morning. We've got our Arrow shirts on. We're ready to talk to our buddies over at Arrow Video this morning.
All right.
So what are we doing first, Charles? We've got some stuff that we wanted to talk about before we bring the guys in.
Yeah, I think the first thing we were going to do was kind of show Arrow. They have a June Sizzle video. What's playing on Arrow. So we're going to shoot off with that.
Yeah, I've watched this. This is pretty exciting. So let's go ahead and start with that. Here we go.
Yeah, let's do it.
Hello.
Just a virtual reality.
Don't you see me?
Tonight, America is in grave danger.
The white firecracker.
Daddy, you can't!
Holy moly. That's exciting. Charles, I don't think your mic's working.
That was looking good. I'm really excited.
There you are. I love that 80s synth music that they laid down to that. I don't know where that comes from. We'll have to ask them when we bring them in.
It's very synthified. But
it is very synthified. It's really cool.
Synthified. The word of the day is synthified.
Synthified.
Synthified. So, I think the other thing we had to talk about was Dream Demon.
Dream Demon. We do have a trailer for that, but do we bring that up now?
Yeah, well, I mean, first thing I just kind of want to remind everyone, it's coming out June 22nd or 23rd. It's this week though on DiaboliqueDVD.com. It's Harley Cokless's 88 flick about a young woman who begins having terrifying dreams about demons, and they sort of come real. It's a great film. It's one that hasn't been readily available for a while, so it's definitely one to add to your collection. So we want to show you guys the trailer real fast.
All right, here we go.
Let's roll it.
Got it.
To sleep, perchance to dream. But she could never sleep. She was afraid to sleep. Still, the dreams haunted her, terrified her.
This was our last known address. They died here.
Two young women who share a shattering reality, but quite different nightmares.
Who lived here before you?
Hello, dog mate.
I think I'm from here.
Just have to give me what I want.
One on the brink of marriage. The other trapped in the deadly shadow of the past. A dream from which there is no escape.
But if I'm still asleep, and this is a dream, then for God's sake, wake me up.
May I have the pleasure?
Leave me alone. Diana! There's this little girl here. I don't know if she's real or not. I don't know if she's dead or not.
Two women
Diana!
at the mercy of the demon in their dreams.
I'm awake.
Dream Demon.
If that doesn't make you want to watch Dream Demon, I don't know what will. We've lost you again, so I'm gonna go ahead and let's go ahead and introduce everybody. We've got first up, we've got James Flower. Hi, James.
Hey everyone. Hey guys, how's it going?
Good. How have you been, sir?
Not too bad, thanks. I think lockdown's I finally reached my limit with lockdown, but still confined to my apartment for the moment. How about you guys?
About the same. It's good to have you on, James.
Yeah. Thanks.
Next up, we've got Louise Buckler. Hi, Louise.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. You're doing all right, I suppose?
Good, yeah. Can't complain. Awesome. How about you?
Good, thank you. Welcome. And then we've got Mike Hewitt.
Hey,
howdy, Mike.
Hey, good to see you.
Good to see you too. So tell us about, let's talk about Dream Demon since we played that, and tell us a little about your sizzle reel that we just watched.
You lead, Lou. Talk about the sizzle reel. That was all your work.
Yep. No. Oh, is this frozen? I'm like, no. Yeah. So the June sizzle reel was for the Arrow Video channel, which is our SVOD service available in the UK and US. In the US, it's available on Apple TV. In the UK, it's Apple TV and Amazon. So every month we have a whole new slate of films. We have some new stuff coming on there. Like you can see in that, we had Jesus Shows You the Way to the Highway, which is a brand new film, which is really exciting and it's doing really well on there. And we also have some older titles like The Woman, Blood Tide, just kind of mix it up. And then we have the season. So if you're interested in A Woman, you can watch a wealth of other films about effed up families. And then we had our Tsukamoto season as well. So if you want to see someone get drilled by a metal penis, you can go there and enjoy that.
I'm really looking forward to seeing Jesus Shows You the Way. So we're going to talk about that a little bit later in the show. But that one is one that when I saw the trailer for that, I said, I have got to see this movie.
Yeah, the trailer's pretty awesome, isn't it? I think you'll show it later on. But it's an amazing job by our editor, Jack. He did that one.
Nice.
It looks fantastic. So Dream Demon. We talked about that quite a bit on the last show, but tell us a little more about Dream Demon. Who wants to take that one?
Well, I don't know how much you guys know about Dream Demon. It's a British film. I know Ewan. Yeah, it's Ewan's project. He couldn't make it on this podcast live stream, but it's a 1988 film. Hardly been seen at all. And for us British fans, it's really fascinating because of Jimmy Nail and Timothy Spall in it, who are mostly known to us as TV stars. And Timothy Spall is Rafe Spall's dad. So it's just phenomenal, great film, and great surprise for us to sort of revisit those characters or those actors in those roles for sure.
It really is, and I'm really glad you guys got a hold of it and gave it that Arrow treatment. So
yeah, definitely.
We met up with the director, Harley Coakless. Ewan and I went to the Sitges Film Festival, I think 2 years ago. We met up with him then. So it's been a long project coming forward. They've been working on it in the background for a long time. And funnily enough, the director, Harley Coakless, he directed one of my favorite films of all time. So it was one of those moments where you get to meet one of your, wow, he did this late 1970s film called That Summer. It's not a horror film. It's just about a long distance swimmer who who moves to Torquay. And that's where I was born, and I was a swimmer back in the day. So it was one of those films when I watched when I was about 13 years old, and I suddenly realized, wow, films can be made about anything, even where you live. And I learned about the fact that these actors were running down the street and then they cut to a completely different part of the town. And I was like, well, that doesn't work. That's not there. The magic of editing, and it just opened my eyes to film. So yeah, it was a real treat to get to meet him and obviously then work on Dream Demon with him.
I know what you mean, because I always talk about Deadly Blessing, Wes Craven's Deadly Blessing being made in my little hometown. And it's just amazing to even have that reference to go back and look at, you know, somewhere you grew up and how it was, you know, 30 years ago or whatever.
Yeah. I'm excited about seeing it, though. I've been waiting for it to be released. I saw it a long time ago, and I don't think it's been a release for a while. I think it was on DVD, right? Many, many years ago. So looking forward to the Arrow treatment.
Yep, out on Monday in the UK, out on Tuesday in the US.
And where do you guys recommend going to pick up your titles? Anywhere, or do you have a recommended place you send people to?
Diabolique, you mentioned them earlier on. They're good friends of ours. You know, Jesse's a great guy. But you know, Amazon. Where else have we got? We've got Pitch Black and Flash Gordon are up on Best Buy, which is a nice, you know, a nice distribution for us on those two. But you know, whatever your favorite retailer is, you know, I don't know how you guys are doing state by state in terms of opening up stores, but you know, we're only just beginning to open up here in the UK.
Very nice. And we're actually going to give away a copy of that, courtesy of Arrow. So I'll give you guys more info about that towards the end of the show. So thank you guys for that.
So what's Camp Arrow? What is that all about? We got some information on that, I understand.
This is me again. So we usually do like a summer sale throughout the year. Last year it was our 10th anniversary, so we did a whole kind of campaign around that. So this year I pitched the idea that we do our summer sale around the basis of like an 80s kind of summer clamp, you know, like Friday the 13th kind of way, and like the Prey and stuff like that, and feed them all into kind of, basically, I just wanted to make camp merch. So it's a really roundabout way to make some t-shirts. So it should be really fun. We got some really cool stuff planned. We got like a really nice logo and some other surprises if you order some stuff direct from our website. And we'll be doing loads of stuff throughout June and July mainly. So make sure you keep an eye on our social media, because there'll be loads of fun camp-related goodies to get involved with.
Here's the graphic that you guys have for that. Is this the logo you're talking about?
Yep, so we got the logo on the front. So we're actually making a reversible map, which is your summer camp guide. So it's kind of, again, a kind of fun twist on your summer camp guidebooks. And yeah, there's been some really fun stuff that we've managed to get away with, and our designers have done a really great job. It's like really impressive what they've done. Any
tube socks? I need some tube socks.
Maybe next year when the camp returns.
That's all Lloyd wants is tube socks. I don't know what he does with them.
I just love tube socks, man.
You have a problem, Lloyd.
I do. I need to start wearing them in public again.
Well, that's really cool, though. We're looking forward to that.
Yeah.
So we teased Camp Arrow video yesterday in a newsletter, and funny enough, I was looking at a couple of forums yesterday, and they were thinking whether we'd got Friday the 13th, what's going on, is it a new membership thing? So essentially, as Lou says, it's our big promotion for summer, and it's going to take place across the UK, US, and Canada, both for physical and digital. So we're just confirming all of the retail partners on that, and we'll have more news as we roll out. But July the 1st to July the 21st, we'll be running the promotion, and Lou is planning lots of great social events throughout those 3 weeks.
Very nice.
So we'll be looking for more info on that coming up. We get to see those tube socks.
Tube socks. Calm down, Lloyd.
Calm down. So
let's talk about this.
Speaking of July, you guys have a lot of titles coming up. Where do we want to start? Because there's 3 titles that I know that we're possibly going to talk about on this show.
Jump in with Zombie for Sale, maybe?
Zombie for Sale.
Let's do it.
Do we want I think we have a trailer, right? Are we good to show this trailer?
Yeah, you can show the trailer.
Okay, because I knew there was we weren't too sure if we were going to be able to yet.
It's just to add to the mystery.
I know.
Well, let's start with Zombie for Sale. I'll show the trailer and then we can chat about it.
Yeah, let's do it.
누구요? 뭘로요? 술 취했으면 자빠져 잘 것이지. 가족끼리, 응? 같이 먹어야지.
아니 저 개놈의 새끼가 어디서 저렇게 지랄했어? 왜 지랄이요? 아니 이 새끼 눈깔이 왜 이래? 어디 을한테 눈깔을 부릅뜨가 이... 뭐들어 임마? 아니 그냥 이빨 총총이 되었어. 이거 네가 아까 봤지? 니들만이 뛰고 우들은 똥구녕이냐?
를 서시오!
다 같이 기념사진 한 장씩 박자. 자, 하나, 둘, 셋.
아저씨.
아이고 지금 몇 시인데 그냥 벌써부터 꽈라가 됐어. 아 뭐인 거 씨방?
아 씨발 갑자기 달려오니까.
이름이 다 깨고 갖고 지금 기사단 난 거 아니야 엄마?
이 세상에 저렇게 수 있나요?
괜찮아? 응?
That looks hilarious. Zombie films really
that looks so much
do
fun.
well with comedy now. I think they really lend themselves to the comedy elements really well, and this one looks like another really funny zombie comedy film.
Yeah, it's really great. Like, there's so much good. Oh, carry on, Mike.
No, you jump in
had
on
a
this one, Lee. You've been managing this one.
Yeah, so we obviously spoke about this one a little bit last time, but yeah, the thing that I really liked about this is how it mixes the like insane gore and the comedy. It's got a really nice balance, like most Korean films do, and it's so heartwarming and touching, and then has some great jump scares which made me scream because I'm the biggest baby. So it's really enjoyable.
That sounds cool. I mean, I haven't seen this one yet, and I'm a big fan of the South Korean zombie films or South Korean horror in general. So I'm looking forward to seeing this.
Yeah, it's great. We played it in Glasgow back in March, I think it was, and it's by the end, the crowd were fully swept along, you know, laughing away with it, cheering. It's one of those cheer movies, without wanting to give anything away, really. It's just a really, really feel good. But it seems, as you say, Lloyd, I don't know, zombies are sort of perfectly fitted for that sort of comedy feel, you know, and you know, things like Shaun of the Dead or Deadheads, you know, there's a whole sort of subgenre almost of the zombies that can now be comedy zombie films. Yeah, for sure.
And it's smart comedy. It's not, you know, like, you know, back after Dracula and vampires got to be kind of silly, you had kind of corny comedy around that, but it's really smart comedy is what I notice, and it's it really does well, and it always kills me, you know, because you're expecting a zombie kill, and then, you know, somebody gets hit over the head with a pan or something, yeah, like we just saw. It's just funny.
It's always funny watching zombies getting hit on the head, isn't it? Really?
Yeah. There's just something about zombies, like you said. It fits well with comedy. I mean, just about everything. It's hilarious.
You almost get that guilt-free feeling of watching people getting hit, don't you? Really, because they're not people; they're zombies. You can get away with it, and it's cheap to do.
Very true. Very true. Now, when does this come out? You guys didn't mention that yet, did you?
So this one is going to join our video channel on July 1st. and then it'll be available on Blu-ray and digital HD July 6th your time. So yeah, you can watch it on the channel, and then if you love it, which you will, you can buy the Blu-ray, and then you can download it as well, so you can watch it on the go.
Perfect.
Well, very nice.
So next up, Black Rainbow. Is that correct? Who's going to talk about Black Rainbow for us?
James, have you got anything to input on this one? I guess.
No, I mean, this one was Friends, maybe, but this is so Black Rainbow is a late 80s horror film directed by Mike Hodges, who is best known for directing films like Flash Gordon, which we'll talk about later on as well as Get Carter, which is a British classic, and he's got a really interesting eclectic resume. Films like Morons from Outer Space as well, so lots of highs and lows. But Black Rainbow is a really interesting one that. Black Rainbow is a really interesting one that, again, it's kind of an obscurity, a bit like Dream Demon, that has, it's one of those kind of cool films that we can bring back in a new edition and, put it in a way that, it looks better than it's ever seen before, and hopefully people can rediscover it and see it anew.
I have to admit, I haven't heard of Black Rainbow, but I'm looking at it right now, and it says Rosanna Arquette is in it. And also Jason Robards.
Yeah, Tom Hulse from Amadeus as well.
Black Rainbow is a super creative film. It's a mixture of a lot of genres. You got horror, crime thriller. It's like a family drama. It's a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to seeing this one. It's another one I haven't seen in a while, and I look forward to watching it again. And I know the cinematography on that one was done by Gary Fisher, who did like Wolfen and Highlander, so it's got a good feel on it.
All right,
I'm looking forward to this one myself. I haven't seen it yet, so yeah.
Oh, cool.
Oh, you haven't either. Okay. What about you, James? Have you seen it?
No. So I was trying to get
man,
but I looked into it as well.
Great. I love discovering like hidden gems, and this one certainly sounds like one. And
Mike Hodges is a great director. I mean, Get Carter and Terminal Man are great movies too. So
absolutely,
it's something everybody needs for their collection.
Awesome. All right, and let's talk about release date on that one.
So that one is out on the 7th of July. Oh, great minds.
So we have three. three releases out on July the 7th. We've got Zombie for Sale, we've got Black Rainbow, and then we've also got the Japanese Inferno of Torture, which again nice. I haven't seen, so I can't expand on too much.
Yeah, that's one that I haven't heard of it yet either. So
yeah, Inferno of Torture's late 60s. It's a crime horror drama. I haven't seen it in a long time, but I saw it maybe 15 years ago. It's another one that I don't even know if it exists on anything. So it's been good to see it again.
Before we move on, we do have a trailer for Black Rainbow. So let's
cool.
go with that.
She was the only witness to a brutal murder.
Duran died exactly as she predicted. How do you account for that?
She saw the gunman hired to kill him.
She knows what he looks like. She even knows his name.
And she saw it all. Now a reporter is trying to save her.
You don't seem to understand, sir. It's possible that your daughter is in real danger.
From an assassin determined to kill her.
Does Martha have any friends? Only in the spirit world.
Rosanna Arquette.
So you think I'm a charlatan?
Jason Robards.
You were with me in St. Louis, remember? Hundreds of miles away. You couldn't have appeared to her.
And Tom Hulse.
I need to know who killed Quran.
Black Rainbow.
July 1st. I'm in. I'm watching it.
Again, it'll be on the Arrow Video channel, as Lou said, which is 30-day free trial still. So check it out for free. And I think it's $4.99 a month after that.
Yeah. Oh, wow, that's great.
Yeah, it's a super deal. I'm a subscriber, and for $4.99 a month, all that you get, all that Arrow goodness, it's worth it.
You guys saw all the June stuff, so lots of good stuff.
Who wants to talk about the next one? We've got Bloodstone.
Bloodstone. Again, I haven't seen this one, but this one's 1988 film. It's kind of like a sort of a rip-off of Jewel of the Nile, except with a ruby and in India. Yeah, it's just great fun.
It's kind of like a Bollywood flick and a Hollywood action movie had a baby. It's kind of the best way to describe it.
And from the twisted imagination of Nico Mastorakis as well, who if you're a regular Arrow buyer, you will know Nico's work and his unique take on genres.
Yep. Another one that you guys released, the Zero Boys, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And Island of Death. I'm sure another one as well.
Blood Tide as well.
Island of Death is a crazy movie.
It is, isn't it?
I remember. I think they talked about how they made that, and they had heard about they'd seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and they just wanted to make something even crazier than Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah.
And boy, did they succeed.
It's just got everything in there, isn't there? Everything that's wrong is in that film. Yeah, it was one of the original banned films over here in the UK, so it got a lot of attention for it being so brutal. But I love Island of Death. There's a terrific song in there called "Get the Sword," which is still regularly pops up on my iPhone. I love it. I love Island of Death. So wrong.
Says a lot about you, Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you said, Island of Death got dropped on that poor Video Nasty list, which is a good list of films everybody should watch.
It was a tick box list for us growing up. Right, which ones have we seen now? Which ones have we still got to see? Okay, yeah.
Isn't that funny how they created that, and it basically just became a list of things you must watch?
Yeah, very much.
Yeah, I know. Bloodstone was directed by Delight Little, who did Halloween 4. That's a little tie there too.
I remember seeing this one on the shelves in the video stores years and years ago, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Yeah, I know I saw it a long time ago, and I think I saw it on VHS. So that's probably how long ago it was. So.
Yeah, it's highly regarded. I mean, I think a lot of people really enjoy it. So, when does that one come out? What kind of release schedule are we on?
That one's later in July. I can't remember offhand.
It's July 21st for that one.
July 21st.
And that one's also going to be on the Arrow Video channel from July 1st. So yeah, we're getting all the goodies on there a little bit early for you.
Guys, give us some good stuff.
You guys have been busy. I mean, we're only halfway through what we're going to talk about today, and it's crazy. You guys, and the way you announce stuff, I can't wait till we get to August. So before we do that,
August is a huge month for us. I don't think we've ever had a month this big.
There's a lot coming out in August. I can't believe what you guys are bringing out.
I know. It blew my mind when I saw that.
And it's all mainly from James. It's all mainly from James. We've got the picture. We'll talk about it later, I'm sure.
Yeah, where do you think my hair all went?
Let's talk about this short film competition you guys are doing.
Yeah, this is really good.
Lockdown.
We announced this yesterday. So we announced this on social media. We're in partnership with Celluloid Screams, which is a genre film festival over here in the UK based in Sheffield. So we've just decided to reach out to the community and just get people engaging and making short films essentially in this lockdown phase. We just want to inspire some creativity. The big thing on this is we have got a fairly big cash prize. So it's £3,500 cash prize for the best short film that's submitted, which will go towards your next film. We've got the filmmakers behind The Endless Spring, Resolution, and Synchronic. So that's Justin Benson and Aaron Moorhead. They're on board and they'll be supporting and helping judging. So we've got about a month until the closing date. If you go to arrowfilms.com and head to the news section, there's a big news piece on how you can submit. There's no real restrictions. The only real restrictions is no longer than 5 minutes. But, you know, just grab your video camera, grab your smartphone, grab anything, you know, put some edits together and submit some entries. You know, we can't wait to see what comes in.
Is this open to the UK and the US?
It's open worldwide.
Oh, wow.
So you guys get out there and start recording some stuff.
I did the math on this for the US people. This is 3,500 British pounds, but it's also 4,300 USD. Now, I guess that depends on what the the conversion rate is at the time, but that's an awesome prize.
Yeah, that's real cool of you guys. And I'm sure you get some interesting stuff in from people.
Yeah, we hope so. We did something like this with the artwork competition for the film that we released earlier this year called Harpoon. So we only released that in the UK, but we did an artwork competition to actually, you know, get your art on the sleeve. And you know, we just didn't know what to expect, and in the end we had a huge amount of submissions. You know, it's just incredible to see, and you know, so many of them were really so good. So you know, we feel lucky we've got such, you know, fans out there that are clearly very talented, you know, and clearly got a lot of creative ability.
I'm always amazed at how incredible artists are nowadays. I don't know if it was just that we didn't see as much of it back in the day, but it just blows me away how great art is now. There's so many awesome artists out there, and just talent that I wish I had. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So go ahead, Mike.
No, I agree with you. The art is it's just really come to the fore, isn't it? And you guys have, you know, artists attend. You know, you've got Mondo, you've got Timothy that comes along every year. You know, it's just great to elevate these artists, and yeah, I think it's all around really good.
I think it's worth mentioning as well, from some of the submissions we actually got from the Harpoon competition, we've actually commissioned artwork from some of the people who sent stuff in, which was really cool. So it's, yeah, it was a great way for kind of us to see some talent that we might not have come across before. And yeah, there's some amazing entries, so I'm sure we'll be using a few more.
That's so awesome.
That's so awesome. Give you guys give everybody an outlet like that.
Definitely. Yeah. Okay, so they go to Arrow. What was the website again before we move on?
If you go to arrowfilms.com and click on the news section, I can't remember the actual URL, but if you go to the news section on arrowfilms.com, it's all there for you.
Perfect. All right. Well, you're going to get flooded again. I know you are.
Yeah.
It's just finding the time to watch them all. And yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. It will be really fun. I love watching short films. So yeah, bring them on.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see some of that.
I'm sure there'll be a whole slew of COVID zombie short films. But, yeah.
Hey, why not? I'll watch it.
Yeah, same.
I was like, just screen the ones that go to Ewan and Louise, because they have some weird fans out there, as we saw last time.
I would love that. That would be great. I'd be like, yay.
Don't encourage that.
So, James, you need to unmute now, because now we're going to talk about your baby.
Sure, go on.
We're going to talk about Gamera. We've got the new Gamera teaser ready to go. Introduce this baby for us. All right, tell us a little bit about it before we watch it.
God, well, I mean, so for those of you who missed the last kind of one of these we did where we talked about the Gamera set quite a bit, this is a box set of it's Gamera, the complete collection. So it's all 12 of the original Japanese films about the giant fire-breathing turtle who emerged as a rival to Godzilla at the box office, but eventually gained a kind of cult following all of his own. And this is the first time anywhere that all of these films have all been put together on Blu-ray and with a ton of extras. And it's been about a year and a half of on-off work, particularly the last 6 months. And we've only just finished it all a couple of weeks ago. And it's certainly the biggest project I've been involved with. And hopefully this teaser, which isn't even the full trailer, it's the teaser for the full trailer, will give you some idea of its epic scale. This big box set that comes with 8 discs with 12 films and hours of extras and a hardback comic book and all sorts of crazy shit.
I was going to say, the way you described that is exactly how I was going to describe it. It is epic in scale, this trailer. Yeah. So let's go ahead and roll.
It had to be. So
yeah, there's so much buzz about this on the internet too. I keep hearing everybody asking and talking about it. So can't wait to see it.
I hope they don't think we screwed it up. I mean, that's hopefully they like it when they see it. But I'm sure hopefully
I'm sure they will.
That will be the case. Yeah.
All right, let's roll it.
Oh, I'm all excited.
I love it.
I'm sweating. Well, there's another teaser that's just come out yesterday as well.
Yesterday.
No. So we're behind.
I wonder if I can access it and send it over. Yeah, we literally just unveiled another one yesterday, just after I'd sent over all of these clips.
Oh, you're gonna give everybody a heart attack.
Yeah.
Or we can
never have too many Gamera trailers.
Or go to youtube.com / which one's this?
/ Arrow Video UK.
Mm-hmm. I think I can bring that up. Go ahead and tell us a little bit more about this. I know you told us a lot, but when does this come out? Give us the whole lowdown, guys.
Everything.
I can't remember when it comes out. I'm not even sure what week it is now, but it was supposed to come out in July, but unfortunately we had to delay it 3 weeks into August because it was such a big project and there was so much to do. But hopefully everyone will agree it's worth the wait. So it's mid-August 18th, I think, that this thing comes out. And but for those of you who are subscribers to the Arrow Video channel, you'll have the opportunity to see them slightly earlier. All the films, not the extras, but the films will be on the Arrow Video channel on July the 1st. So you'll have a 6-week head start on everyone else in terms of being able to watch them all. So you can see them all on streaming quality and then watch them all again in Blu-ray quality when the box set comes out, and then watch all the extras. So you can spend a good 2 or 3 months just watching nothing but Gamera.
Ingrid says she's already got her set pre-ordered.
Ingrid's been ready. Ingrid's been talking about this. She ordered it so soon. I can't wait for Ingrid to watch it.
And then Todd's already talking about it. So there's a lot of buzz. Like Charles said, there's a lot of buzz around this one. So I'm looking.
It's been really cool. We didn't take it for granted that anyone would really know about the series or care. So we just knew that because Criterion had released their Godzilla set, which was a big deal last year, and if we got like a third of that, buzz, we'd be happy. But it's really surpassed our expectations, the reaction to this. So it's just kind of a testament to the kind of the Arrow ethos of when you take the time to do something kind of properly, or do it with kind of a lot of TLC, then people will respond to it.
Definitely. Well, I think it's right behind Godzilla. That's the next big kaiju monster. So
for sure.
Yeah.
I'm a kaiju nerd myself, so looking forward to this.
The work you put into it, James, is just phenomenal. It's packed sets, and you know, our poor QC guys have literally had to watch every single moment more than once each film.
Lucky them. What are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly. Sounds like a dream.
12 discs.
Well,
I don't know how many hours we've have been QC quality checked here, but
I'm phoning it in for the rest of my career so they can breathe a sigh of relief after this.
You have done your life's work, so you're done.
James is like, I quit, guys. I'm out.
Yep, that's it.
Well, I couldn't. For some reason, because I'm an idiot, I couldn't find that trailer. So if you'll just give them that URL again.
I've sent you the URL, Lloyd, in the private chat section.
Oh, you did.
Ooh, private chat.
So we can do
.com/watch?feed equals.
YouTube. Here it is. So all I got to do is share my screen. Let's see.
Get rid of the dirty photos, Lloyd. We don't want to see this again.
All right, share screen and application window.
Anticipation now.
I know, right? Okay, here we go.
Hyping up.
Ooh.
Look at that. We're getting somewhere.
It's too fancy for me.
Can you hear it?
No.
How's that?
No.
No.
I mean, I can dub it if you want.
It's going to be so worth it, guys.
I told you guys that I had no idea what I was doing on this.
We don't know what we're doing here.
This is just like you hype manning it. You're just hyping up the trailer so much so everyone goes and watches afterwards.
Exactly.
I like your tactics.
We just make everybody go, okay, here it is. I got to click share audio. That's the problem.
Oh.
All right.
I'm shivering, Lloyd.
With anticipation.
Mm-hmm.
全世界の皆さん、今から数千年昔、北極海のあたりにアトランティス大陸という広い大陸があったと推定されます。そこにはガメラという巨大な亀が住んでおりました。日本はどうなる？デーブルスエンボーイガメラ。
ガメラの敵にはなりたくないよね。
This is too much, guys. I'm sweating here. I'm all hot. I can't handle it. I got the vapors.
Incredible. That's the trailer that I saw yesterday. I don't know how I ended up with the other one, but I'm glad you sent that one over to us because it's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Play it nice and loud at home. It's a really good booming soundtrack too.
It is. It is. So that's the Arrow Video channel for July. You can go on the Arrow Video channel and you can watch Gamera and go ahead and get the box set ordered and get that on its way, and you'll be all ready for Turtle Power.
Turtle Power.
Right?
Yep.
All right.
Oh, so good.
Now
let's talk about August.
Do it.
Big August.
Let's go with August here.
Yeah, I think this is our biggest month ever, really. It's huge. I don't know where we want to start. James, do you want to jump in? With
literally biggest. It's 4K.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our first 4K releases.
Yeah, first ever Arrow 4K releases. I'm excited. I'm a fan of 4K.
Same. I have so many.
Yeah.
I think the first one on the list is Pitch Black.
Yes, so Pitch Black kind of came to us a while ago. We work with Universal quite a lot in releasing films from their catalog. So whether it's American Werewolf in London and kind of all sorts of other great ones. So when that one came along, I kind of put my hand up straight away because I was a fan of this film since it came out, and I hadn't seen the other Riddick films in a while. I don't know if we're ever going to do those, but this one I thought was just a really cool kind of lean, mean B movie, but done really bloody well. And I still think it's kind of Vin Diesel's finest moment, sort of all of the films that he's done. And I was really excited, not only that we could restore it in 4K, but that there was the opportunity to bring together all this kind of, not just shooting new bonus material with the director and with some of the cast and crew, but also to bring together a lot of the old extras that some of them have been on some releases, but not on all of them. And we could bring everything together in one roof, and some really cool old archival promo material from when the film came out that's not been seen in a very long time. So it's a really stacked release. In fact, David McKenzie, who is the guy who authors a lot of our Blu-rays and our 4K releases, he said this is like the most densely packed disc he's ever done. So that kind of goes to show you, how much crazy stuff is in there. We've even got an animated short film, Dark Fury, that Vin Diesel does the voice of Riddick on, and that's in, it's not remastered in HD, but it's kind of proper widescreen that it's never been before, and it's the best quality that it's ever been. So if you're a fan of Pitch Black, or even if you're not just a fan of the other Riddick films, if you're just a fan of that one, again, there'll be plenty of stuff to keep you busy for a while on the disc.
So what is the print like? Is it a true 4K, or are we at, what is it, 2160, or what?
That's it. It's a real 4K in HDR and Dolby Vision, remastered from the original negative. By Arrow from the negative that we borrowed from Universal, and we scanned it in 4K, and it's all graded in 4K as well. So we said when we wanted to do 4K, we wanted to do it properly. So we wanted to do a real, again, something from the negative, true 4K, because you hear some releases can be fake 4K, which obviously we didn't want to do. So it's we're still in the midst of it, but it's I think people will be really pleased.
Well, congratulations on doing that. I know I've bought some 4K releases, and they're really not 4K, they're 2K.
Yeah,
a lot of releases are 2K. So, and I love these old films really lend themselves, or older films really lend themselves well to 4K, the 4K treatment.
Well, it's interesting. Pitch Black was made at a time when it was just on the precipice of films being edited and finished in what are called digital intermediates, where instead of printing onto a negative and having a full negative of film, it would just be finished digitally, so it wouldn't be printed back onto film. And that means a lot of films from the early 2000s, when they've gone into 4K, and I'm thinking of stuff like Serenity or Peter Jackson's King Kong, you watch it and it isn't real 4K. It's a 2K digital intermediate that's been upscaled, and they've kind of regraded it in a 4K color space. But Pitch Black, even though it was made in 2000, around about the time that kind of those digital intermediates started happening, it was finished on film. It was finished on a negative, so we could scan that in 4K, and it's real 4K.
That's awesome.
Yeah, super excited about seeing that. Like you, I'm a huge fan of Pitch Black. It's a super original story. It's a beautiful film. I love it. I have like the DVD copy, which isn't that good. So I'm looking forward to seeing a nice proper release of it.
A big upgrade, big upgrade on that.
Awesome.
We were treated to a screening of it. God, when was it? It's probably about 3 or 4 months ago now. Well, that's before that, because
long ago.
It was last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, late last year. We rented out a screening room in central London, and a few of us went down to go and watch it on the big screen. And oh my God, it looks incredible. Yeah, it really does.
I'm jealous. That's so amazing, guys. Well, that's a first good one we've got. We got many more.
Oh man, we're just hitting the tip of the iceberg.
What are we talking about? Flash Gordon?
Yeah.
Flash.
Another Mike Hodges. Yeah, that's been worked on by a couple of people who aren't on. So Fran and Kevin have been working on that. It's kind of been doing it in conjunction with Studio Canal. So Studio Canal are releasing it in the UK, and we're releasing our version in the US and Canada.
And it's also going to be 4K, right?
Yeah.
Yep. This one's also 4K. So 2 4K releases in August.
So I saw Flash Gordon in the theater when it first came out in 1980.
Yeah.
And, I remember I had to go to the dentist a few days after that. And I remember him asking me about, you know how they'll ask you a question and then they'll put all of their hands in your mouth? That's what he did. And I'm trying to explain Flash Gordon to this guy. So I'm super excited about this. When I saw the movie, I was like, wow, that's incredible. I love Flash Gordon. And so we're talking about 40 years now.
1980.
40 years.
Yeah.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
Hasn't aged a day.
Yeah.
And Lloyd, I really want you to dress up like Ming for Frightmare. Do it.
I want to be Flash Gordon, though.
I'm Flash Gordon. You're Ming.
Okay, I'll be Ming then. So how long have you got to see a peek of this one yet on 4K?
I haven't, no.
I haven't either, no.
So this is going to be a big surprise for you guys, too.
Yeah. So we're told it looks great.
Yeah.
I bet it's
a trailer for,
as well, right?
Yeah.
So what else can we? What other kind of features can we talk about on Flash Gordon?
Oh, I can't remember offhand now. I'll have to bring
that
up.
It's a really good kind of complement of there's some new stuff and then all the things from the old discs. But the other cool thing with this is that there's a bonus disc with the documentary Life After Flash, which is about Sam J. Jones, the lead actor. And that also has a full, massive complement of bonus features that, go even further into the making of the film. So between those two discs, you've got everything. And there's a commentary by Brian Blessed, which, for everyone makes it a must buy, surely.
That's cool. I know when I looked, I saw there was a lot of featurettes, some deleted scenes. So it's going to be real cool to see.
Sam Jones has been wanting to come to Texas Frightmare Weekend for the last couple of years. He calls me every now and then just to check in, and he's such a nice person.
Yeah.
And now I think I have an excuse to do that at some point.
You should definitely do it. And when I was in Beyond Fest in LA, I think it was 2 years ago now, they played Flash Gordon and the documentary, and he was there. And he was like the nicest man. He was like spending time speaking to everyone. He even like brought some stuff from us. He was like so down to earth and lovely. And it was just great being there and just hearing all the Flash Gordon soundtrack from like the cinema. Just, it was so incredible. And yeah, he seems like a lovely guy. So definitely get him there.
I love him in the movie Ted.
Oh,
I'm sure that's how it would be. If me and him hung out, it'd be just like that.
You are Ted, Charles.
Yeah. That's the truth.
Mike thought that was funny. It's laughter of recognition, honestly.
So when is what's the release date on Flash?
That's late August, I think.
Late August. Okay.
Yeah.
Get it on pre-order. Run out there. This is one that I'm definitely going to pre-order as well. So I recommend everybody do that. Next up, we've got something called Black Test Car.
I like this
That's
movie.
Me too. So, yeah, it's a cool movie. It's so Black Test Car is a sort of satirical look at the Japanese car industry from the early 60s by Yasuzo Masamura, who the name may ring a bell from some people who have seen the film Blind Beast, which is a really cool psychosexual, weird horror film.
Yeah.
This film isn't as weird as that, but it's a nifty kind of dark salaryman thriller that I'm trying to think of what to compare it to. But it's never had a Blu-ray release anywhere in the world, so we're the first ones to do that, which is great. Not even in Japan. And there's another film as well. So Black Tezuka actually kicked off an entire series of Kuro or black films in Japan. That there were like 11 of them released over the course of 2 years, and we haven't got all of them, unfortunately, but we've got the next one in that series, which was also directed by Masamura, called The Black Report, as a bonus on the disc. Which, The Black Report, which has never had any subtitled, release anywhere. So that's only ever been out in Japan, and now we're bringing it out in America and the UK.
So how do you
excited about seeing that?
Yeah.
I like Yuro Tamaya that's in it. I know he died really young. He was like 43, but he did a lot of good movies like Stolen Pleasure, Creature Called Man. So cool. Real cool pickup there.
How do you guys land a title like that that's so rare, and probably very few people have seen something like that? How does that happen?
Well, in the case of a film like that, so Kevin Lambert, who's one of our acquisitions guys, is a big Japanese cinema buff. So, I mean, he was responsible for acquiring the Gamera films as well, for example. So he's really got his fingers on the pulse of what that kind of cool stuff like that would be. It sounds really kind of boring, but a lot of the time it's just kind of going to the companies and saying, what do you have available, and picking out the coolest stuff. So in the case of Kadokawa, which is the company that owns the rights to Gamera and Black Tezuka, it's just going through the list of films and saying, do you have that in HD? Do you have that available in the UK? And it's kind of that simple, but it's impeccable taste on our part. That's all I can say.
You have some good taste, because you seem to always pick the weird movie that I love, and they've never had a release. And I'm like, thank you again.
Yeah, that's what
James says, I think. Yeah, as James says, I think Kev's really got his fingers on the pulse in the Asian, films, and we all have our different areas of speciality at Arrow, and for sure, Kev brings a great side on that front.
Well, that's what I love, is that you guys actually have film lovers and fanatics that work for you and find these films for us, and that's what we all want. We love seeing stuff that we love re-released and upgraded and everything like that. But I really love finding these new little gems out there, and I love it. It's great.
Yeah. It's thanks to Kev that we've got the Tsukamoto box set that's just come out as well, or that's coming out. I don't know if it has already, but so that's one of his acquisitions as well. So if you love Japanese cinema, talk to Kev. He's the one to try and get your favorites.
That's awesome.
Perfect.
I can give him a list. I've given Lloyd some weird movies on our show.
Send it over, Charles. We'd love to take a look at the list.
Send us a list.
Sure.
Yeah,
we have an email address. We have suggestions at arrowfilms.co.uk. Send us a list of what you want to see, and can't promise anything, but we'll do our best.
Okay, awesome. Perfect.
Yeah, say you've talked to us on the live stream, and we'll give it priority attention.
I'll be like, Mike told me he was going to make this movie. All right.
So we've got something on here called The Comic, and there's a lot of movies called The Comic. Is this the Carl Reiner film?
No.
This is the one from 1985.
85.
85. Oh, okay. The Comic. Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
This is we need you in here to explain this one. I don't think any of us can really do it justice, but
I don't know even if Ewan could explain this one. This one's in
It's like set in dystopian future, and like there's a guy who's a struggling comic with bright orange hair, who he's just terrible. He just can't, and none of his jokes land. And then he decides that the best way to get popular and get acclaim is to kill everyone standing in his way. And it's just such a bizarre film. Like there's smoke everywhere. There's some really just strange scenes. There's like quite a gratuitous sex scene at one point. It's just everything you can think of in a film is just thrown in. So yeah, it's an experience. It's definitely an experience.
Sounds
you
a
won't
little
forget
like,
it.
Sounds a little like the Joker. The way you described it. Yeah. I don't know. It's with the let's see, the what do they call it? The synopsis on IMDb says in a future police state, a stand-up comic murders a competitor for a job, then gets mixed up with a stripper. And chaos ensues.
I guess if you want to compare it to anything, it's kind of like
you could add that line to any opening, couldn't you? Sorry, carry on.
What'd you say? Go ahead.
I was just saying, and then you meet a stripper. You know, you could add that to any synopsis, and it would just completely change any film, wouldn't it?
Yeah, then you meet a stripper. Boy,
you meet a stripper.
Really crazy when you meet that stripper.
We'll start adding that to every synopsis for every movie.
It's a tip for writers: if you hit a roadblock and you're writing a script, introduce a stripper.
Yeah, there you go.
A giant turtle ravages Japan, and then he meets a stripper.
Yes.
I mean, we're definitely going to get a short film with a stripper in it now after this.
Yeah.
If we don't, I'm going to be so disappointed.
That'll be the one me and Lloyd submit. Me and Lloyd will be strippers.
Yeah, we're the strippers.
Nice.
Yeah, when we said horror short film submission, we did mean, you know, genre, not just shocking material.
Well, the comic though is kind of like a more crazy goofball version of Scorsese's King of Comedy. That's the best way to describe it. It's another one that's not easy to find. Yeah, I've seen it.
Okay,
and it's another one that's not easy to find.
Well, somebody said dystopian. I think that was Louise called it dystopian, and I love anything with, you know, that you can describe as dystopian. So I'm in for that.
I think you'll like it, Lloyd. It's right up your alley.
Well, it's got strippers, so I'm sure
we love strippers.
We have got a trailer that's going to be debuting soon, probably in the next week. So keep your eyes out for that, because that'll just illustrate how utterly bizarre this film looks.
Love it. 1985, mid 80s, probably cocaine fueled craziness. So I'm in. Let's do this. All right.
Lloyd, that's what you want out of every movie, Lloyd. Cocaine fueled and hookers.
They're the best.
All you want.
Movies are the best, man. So when does that one? Late August again?
Yeah, I think it's the 24th and 25th. And again, it's going to be on the Arrow Video channel on July 1st. Just a throw of July 1st, August 3rd, sorry, on that one.
That's awesome. It's really cool that you guys premiere it on there. And instead of, you know, usually it's the other way around, DVD and Blu-ray. So it's really cool you give everybody that opportunity to watch, and it's only $5 a month. So my goodness, that's amazing. So what I'm seeing here is we have the Deeper You Dig tease. What is this?
So we were just trying to think about what we could potentially tease here, and you know, we haven't announced our September lineup yet, or you know, obviously any of our other titles for this year. We've got an incredible lineup, to be honest. So there's at least 2 more 4K releases for the US coming up later this year. But we wanted to sort of just highlight one of them, you know, that we could preview. And I think the one where we feel safe that we can reveal that we've got this one coming out later this year is The Deeper You Dig. It's a new horror film. It's made by a family of filmmakers. So I can't remember where they're based. I'm just going to have to try and look this up as I'm talking. But it's basically a mother and a father and a daughter filmmaking team. They're based out in the US, and this one's actually out in the US now on digital, so you can actually try and check it down. We're co-releasing with the distributors in the US. They're going to be releasing it on DVD, and then our Blu-ray is going to come out in October. But it's a really terrific film. It's really, really worth checking out. The family essentially do everything themselves. They've written, directed, produced, they star in it, they write the music. They've just done everything for it. And they've got a whole history of making films, you know, over the last 5-10 years, you know, moving up from shorts They did a film called The Hatred, which is about 60 minutes long, a couple of years ago. And then I think, you know, this is one of their first feature films. But do try and check it out, The Deeper You Dig. I don't have a trailer. I wasn't able to send you a trailer in advance, but we've got this one as coming to our Arrow Video channel and on digital release and on Blu-ray in October.
Perfect.
That's awesome. So, I haven't seen this either, and it's very exciting. It's like a family affair. So
yeah,
real excited to see this.
So John Adams is, you know, the sort of co-director. His wife Toby Poser has also directed it, and their daughter Zelda Adams plays the role in it as well. But they all co-write it, and yeah, it's from what they've pulled off, it's a fantastic horror film.
Yeah, I've just checked on YouTube, and you can track down trailers for it. It looks like you can even watch it, but you'd have to rent it on YouTube.
Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead and run out there, everybody. Check out The Deeper You Dig, get the trailer, and we'll be seeing that in October from Arrow.
So we're currently putting that all together. We're doing interviews with the filmmaking team. We've got commentaries. We've got some of their older products. So our release is going to be the full package, you know, talking about how, you know, we love to put the stories behind the film within our packages. So yeah, we're currently putting all of that together now.
Perfect. All right, we'll look forward to that. And I forgot to mention while we were talking about August, we did mention we went through Gamera, but Gamera is something else that is going to be hitting in August too. So we didn't want to forget that. So now I am ready to get to Jesus Shows You the Way to the Highway.
Jesus.
Do we want to
show me the way
trailer, or do we want to try to describe this first? What do you guys think the best way is? Because this is a crazy looking film, and I am.
It looks nuts.
I think we should just show it. I think any attempt at describing it will fall well short, and then we can talk about it afterwards.
Okay,
let's do it.
All right, we'll roll it.
Right now.
Lieutenant!
Round one, fight!
What the hell happened inside?
Operation Jungle is now in our hands.
The virus is hacking the whole system.
Is the CIA aware that you're sending 2 men to their probable death?
No agent dies inside Psychobook. It's just a virtual reality.
Here comes the most interesting part of the story.
Round 2, fight!
That midget is more important than you can imagine.
How do I know you're not a figment of my imagination?
Don't you see, Agent? Operation Jungle, the CIA, this is just a virtual projection.
Wake up, Godano!
This is bonkers. I'm telling. I've heard of this movie, never seen it, and I know the director's last movie, Crumbs. So I'm excited about seeing it.
Yeah, that trailer cracks me up every time. I've seen it so many times. I just love that trailer so much. Yeah, so this one's out now on our channels. It's also out on digital. So Miguel Alonso, director. It's pure cult film. Pure. Yeah, I can't advise what state you should watch this one in, but obviously.
I'm looking forward to it though. It just it's crazy. I'm reading about him. He says Miguel Alonso is a big fan of experimental punk weird music and films. You don't say. He's got to be. It looks crazy, off the wall, and I love that kind of stuff. It's just, you know, it's just original, you know, and it's seems fresh and fun. So I love it.
Watch this. I want to watch this, Lloyd. But Lloyd, watch the last one he did too. Crumbs, do that.
Oh yeah.
But I think a big thing here, guys, get the Arrow video channel. There's a lot going on here.
There will be a Blu-ray. There will be a Blu-ray of Jesus coming later this year. So we are currently working on that. That's going to be, you know, packed with extras. Filmmakers are awesome to work with. So yeah, we are putting together a really good package for that later this year.
Yeah, and to echo what Charles said, you know, for $4.99 a month, all that you get, it's so worth it, and it's a no-brainer. So I am a subscriber myself on Apple TV, so I'm definitely loving it. Thank you guys for giving us so many great titles to dig into.
Yeah.
No, thanks for having us as always. It's always nice to see you guys.
Yeah.
Well, it's our honor. Absolutely. Anything else that we need to talk about before we go? Because man, we talked about a lot on this show, and I know you guys are still working on stuff, and we'll have to have you back at some point when you have more news, because I know it keeps coming.
Yeah, we're nonstop busy at the moment, but it's all good. You know, this is, you know, we're incredibly fortunate, you know, to still be working away, and yeah, we love it as well. So we love it when we get to work on things like this, and we love it when it's appreciated. So yeah, we will carry on.
Absolutely. Can you recap again how to get the Arrow video channel for us? Whoever wants to take that one.
Yep, so you can get it on Apple TV in the US, and in the UK it's on Apple TV and Amazon. It's $4.99 a month, but you do get a 30-day free trial at the moment, so you can sign up for 30 days for free and watch everything. And it's really easy to sign up, like anything on Apple. It's just a couple of clicks and you're done. And yeah, if you just search the Arrow video channel when you're on Apple or Apple TV, it will just come straight up for you.
Perfect. Perfect. Anything else we need to point people to? Any websites or anything else?
The only thing I would say for Jesus Shows You the Way to the Highway, if that trailer wasn't enough for you, we also cut a 10-minute trailer, which is on our YouTube channel. So if you can think like you can endure 10 minutes of Jesus Shows You the Way, maybe a nice midnight viewing before you go to bed, I definitely encourage people to watch that. Because it's, our editor made it, and it's really, really fun. And we also have created some masks for Jesus, which are available on our website. So if you go onto arrowfilms.com, look in the news section, you can download 3 different masks to wear when you're watching Jesus on the channel. And please, if you do download them and print them off and wear them, please send us some pictures, because I really want people to do it, and no one has yet.
Oh, we want to see that. We'll give away prizes. Charles and I will. If you guys will go and just post those, send them to us. We'll post them up for you, whatever you want to do. But we'll give away stuff for that.
Yeah, so will we. So please wear some masks, guys. It'll be fun.
Awesome.
Yeah. Check out the 10-minute trailer. Yeah, it's kind of like you have to work your way up to that weirdness. If you like what you're seeing in the 90-second trailer, then build to the 10 minutes, then you can build to the full feature. But yeah, for sure.
Well, I'm checking that out personally.
Yeah.
Lots of good stuff coming out. We're going to be busy through August so far with Arrow, and it's going to keep us occupied during all of this lockdown and everything else. So thank y'all for that.
Yeah.
Great.
Charles, what else do you have any other questions here?
No. Just want to give away a copy of Dream Demon, which I'm going to do. I've sort of been keeping a tally of everybody who's been commenting, and I pulled everybody, and I pulled a random name, and the winner of it was Austin Blake Hill. Coming in from Facebook.
Congratulations, Austin.
Thank you for watching, Austin.
Nice one, Austin.
Message us on Facebook, and we'll get that out to you with your details.
Perfect. All right, guys. Well, if there's nothing else, I think we'll go ahead and say adieu for now. And whenever you guys are ready to come back on, just let us know. It's always a blast. And I know our viewers love seeing you guys and love saying hi.
No, thanks for having us. It's always really fun. It's nice to see you guys.
All right. Y'all have a good day.
You too.
Will do.
Take care. Stay safe.
We'll see you guys.
Bye.
All right.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Love talking to those guys.
Me too. Man, I'm looking forward to a lot of that.
I'm looking forward to every bit of it. They've always got amazing stuff, and it always blows my mind every month when they release or when they announce what they're doing. It's incredible stuff. Good times.
Yeah, they always pull the most random movies that I love that I haven't been able to find in forever. But all of a sudden they're like, "We're bringing this out," and I was like, "Oh, that's kind of like Black Teskar." I was like, "Really?" That's awesome.
Yeah, I was super surprised by the comic. I know nothing about that movie, but it sounds like something I would completely dig. What do you? I mean, you've seen it. It's got to be something I'd be into, right?
Oh yeah. I think you're gonna love it. It's off the wall. It's fun. Very dystopian, like you said.
Awesome. I'm so looking forward to it. Everybody visit their website. And I mean that. $4.99 a month is an incredible deal for all that you get to watch on the Arrow channel. So it really, really, like I said before, it's a no-brainer. And I don't say that because they're our sponsor. I say it because they have some great films. And they're our sponsor because I love what they do. So go and subscribe. I want to say thank you to everybody, all of our viewers today, for joining in and watching us. I want to say thank you for Ingrid for thank you for your $5 sticker. We really appreciate that. Or super chat. It's a super chat or a super sticker. I'm not real sure, but there it is, and we thank you for it. Thank you.
That really helps us, guys. We appreciate it.
Yep. So we've got a busy day today. Here in about, go ahead.
40 minutes.
Yeah, here in about 45 minutes or a little less, we've got Lisa Wilcox coming up, star of A Nightmare on Elm Street, part 4 and 5, so and many, many more films. So I'm super excited about having her on.
And this is on YouTube and Twitch, right?
Yeah.
So if you guys are on Facebook, we got to move over to YouTube or Twitch.
Yeah, we're moving over to yeah, exactly. So come and join us there. There will be links popping up right around the time we go live, so it should be easy for you. On just keep an eye for our posts, and it'll take you right to it. Or you can go to our YouTube channel, and you'll see it there before it goes live, and you can just click in and wait in the room for us, and we will be there.
Yep.
And then go ahead and tell us, because we are back later with Phil
Wallace, the one and only Phil Wallace, will be joining us tonight at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time as we watch what, Lloyd?
The Crazies 2010.
Remake.
Yeah, the remake from 2010. It's a Romero remake, and Phil chose this one, and we are going to watch it with him. We're going to send him a link, and he's going to join us live. So it's going to be a good time tonight. We hope you'll all join us at 7 o'clock as well. And you're right. Maria's right. He is Doc Who as well.
Doc Who. Who is Doc Who? He is Doc Who.
Ah, Doc Who. God bless you. What else, Charlie?
That's it till
take a little break.
40 minutes from now.
Exactly. All right, man. Well, we had a lot of fun chatting with Arrow. Thank you to everyone for joining us and having a good time with us. Come back and join us again at 2 p.m. Central Time, and we'll see y'all very, very soon. Thank you for watching Frightmare HQ. My name is Lloyd, and I'm here with my buddy
Charles Doze,
and we'll see y'all soon.
Bye.